Hey everyone, welcome to my live. This is Reese from Yes Supply, and I'm super excited to be here with you today. I feel like I say that on everyone, but it's actually very true. So one of the things that I was thinking about as I was just getting some work done today is self-sabotage and how much I self-sabotaged myself when I was first starting my business. I knew what it was that I wanted to do, but I was so fearful about it. And I held myself back for such a long time. And also, it's funny because the majority of the time we know exactly what it is that we need to do, and we're not doing it. So one of the things that I think is really important to explore is self-sabotage and asking yourself, okay, consciously, and remember, our conscious thoughts is like 0.004% of what we are aware of, and the other 99.996% of our thoughts are happening on the unconscious level that we're not even aware of, right? And our behaviors and what we do, and the fact that I'm talking with my hands, even though I'm not really thinking about it. So most of our habits and behaviors and our actions and everything we do is subconscious. So it's really important to ask yourself, how am I self-sabotaging myself on an unconscious level? And am I stopping myself from what I'm really meant to have and what I'm capable of having? And so if you're an aspiring coach, if you're an aspiring personal development influencer and you want to offer one-on-one coaching sessions, I actually created a little workbook for you that you can get access to by going to yessupply.co/mindset session plan. And in this workbook, I'm going to walk you through how to plan out your first mindset session. Because one thing that I realized, and I'm going to talk to you about two things today. I'm going to talk to you about making a plan and about creative visualization. But one of the things that I realized was I was self-sabotaging myself from not attracting clients, not making the money that I wanted, all those different types of things, because on an unconscious level, I had a fear, okay, well, what if I take on a client and I don't know what to say? What if I take on a client and I don't actually know how to help them, right? And it's a very real fear to have, of course, but by just planning out a session, you can take, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to plan it out, and then you don't have the fear anymore, and you can overcome that subconscious self-sabotage that's happening. So when you sign up for this at yessupply.co/mindset session plan, I also have a free video where I walk you through it too and give you a ton of ideas that you can use in your mindset session. So if you want to become a coach, but for some reason you're not getting the clients you want, you're not getting the results you want, or making the money that you want, it's a good idea to ask yourself, where am I self-sabotaging, right? And what you want to do is you want to switch that and decide to come from a place of service, thinking about how much can I help? How much can I support? What's my story? What's my experience? And really, how can I just hold massive space for people? Because really, a big part of having an amazing coaching session, it doesn't mean that you have to have all the answers. When I first started, I didn't have all the answers. Now I don't even have all the answers. I have a lot more training and a lot more tools, but I definitely don't have all of the answers. But really just having a plan, being able to help your client get clarity on what it is that they want, helping them reinstill that belief in themselves, because belief is such a powerful tool, helping them reinstill that belief in themselves that they can have that thing that they want, or do that thing they want, or be that thing they want. That is the majority of the work. So I'm going to walk you through what I'm going to show you in the step-by-step Plan Your Mindset Session workbook right here. And then I'm going to talk to you about creative visualization and how that also helped me attract my first client, my first $2,000 client. And I was like, OMG, so excited. So in this guide, I give you a little intro to who I am. And then what I do is before you even plan your session, I get you to walk yourself through how is it that you want to show up. I also talk about some of the common traits of successful people. So you can think about, am I like showing up with these traits, or do I have a little bit of work to do? Because you all know that you're capable of being massively successful, but sometimes we forget how we're showing up in the world, right? Sometimes we focus on what we don't want, and then we have negative internal representations which create negative results. But if you think about how amazing you truly are, and how incredible you truly are, and maybe that person that you gave advice to at the party you were at, or in the Uber car, or whatever it is, and how much you massively changed that person's life, think about it. if you could do that just off the cuff without thinking about it, what's the reason why you couldn't do it as a coach and actually create abundance and success from doing that, right? So some of the common traits of successful people, I walk you through that. I get you to ask yourself, what kind of coach, influencer, spiritual teacher, entrepreneur do you see yourself as? And what kind of transformation do you want to help people create? Then I talk to you about a few things to do before your call. So in the video, I go deep on this. In the video that you get when you sign up at yesapply.co/mindset session plan, I go deep on this. But I talk to you about energy clearing. So you definitely want to clear out the space before a mindset session. You want to clear out any of your own stuff that might be happening in your life, and also just clear and ground your energy so that you're not absorbing or taking in the energy that the other client has. So I'm an empath, and it's really, really important for me to protect my energy when I'm working with clients, when I'm running a live session, whatever that is, so I can hold on to my own positive energy. I talk about meditation, saging, preparing your notes, and protecting your energy. Connecting to divine. So it's really, really good to just connect to infinite source of infinite intelligence. So a lot of the time when I'm sharing a tip or a piece of advice or going on a rant or sharing a metaphor, I'll share a metaphor and then I'll be like, where did I come up with that? Like, I didn't even know that I knew that. And it's because I'm connected to infinite source that is essentially channeling whatever information, guidance, love, support, light that I need in that moment. And so when you're connected, you really just receive the downloads that you need right in the moment, especially when you set an intention. I talk about setting an intention, especially when you set an intention that whatever comes out of the session is for the higher good of you, higher good of the client, and higher good for all. So next we talk about how to actually get into the session. So I explained to you building rapport, holding massive space, what kinds of questions to ask, and a little bit about change work. And then I walk you through what to do after the call too. So when you're reflecting, journaling, cord cutting is essential to do, especially if you're an empath. And I actually help you walk through and plan out your first mindset session. So it's a really, really valuable workbook. Again, you get it for absolutely free. So it's perfect for you if you want to be a coach, if you want to be a personal development influencer, if you want to bring more abundance into your life. And even if you just want to do it on the side, maybe you have a full-time job, but you want something to give you a little bit more fulfillment. You want to learn more about yourself. You love personal development. You love sharing personal development, manifestation, success, life tips with other people. This is a perfect side business to start. And I'm willing to bet that when you start as a side business, you're going to love it so much that you'll probably want to turn it into a full-time business. And then step 2 in this guide, I actually show you how to invite someone to a discovery call with you or to have a laser coaching session with you. So I give you an exact script and people how to use this to get their first single coaching call. So definitely go grab that. That is super awesome. And then the second thing that I want to talk to you about is creative visualization. And this is so important to use creative visualization because, again, most people focus on exactly what it is that you don't want. And if you're focusing on what you don't want, then you're drawing into your life exactly what you don't want. By the way, if you're watching right now and you're enjoying this, you're liking this, you're learning something new, say hi, let me know that you're here, leave a comment. And if you have a coaching business, tell me what kind of coaching business you have. Because I like to come back and read the comments and see what you guys are all up to and see the type of change that you're creating in the world. So next, creative visualization. So what you want to do, and this is what helped me, because for the longest time, I was putting off putting myself out there without realizing it. I was putting off bringing in clients because I had all this fear. It's because my thought process was, hey, what will happen if I mess up? What will happen if I get on a call and I don't know what to say, right? I was thinking about all the wrong things. Hi, hello, wholeness.co. She's saying, I enjoy this a lot and I will go download the plan. Super excited to hear how it goes for you. So I was focusing on what I didn't want. What you need to do is you need to start to use your imagination and you need to draw into your life and draw into your mind what would happen if it all worked out for you, right? So what gave me the confidence, not just to put myself out there for my first coaching calls, but to actually sign my first coaching client at $2,000 was that I was visualizing and really getting into the emotion of how is this call going to go? So I saw myself in my mind's eye talking to the client and having them be like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like, I have so much clarity. I'm learning so much. I can't wait to work with you. I visualize the client like sending me the payment and me looking into my email and seeing that payment come in. And I saw what I did all the time, a little negative thought or whatever it was came into my head of the opposite of what I wanted. So a negative thought came in like, who's going to hire you? Or like, you know, how those negative thoughts came up. I just instantly pushed that thought to the side and replaced it with the thought of what I did want. So I started to visualize them saying, oh my God, I can't wait to work with you, Reese. You're so inspiring. I have clarity in my life. I started to visualize and really just float into my body and see, hear, and feel what would happen when I heard them sharing an amazing testimonial with me or getting an amazing result. And before I knew it, that thing that I was imagining that seemed really far away, the more I thought about it, the more it became real in my mind. And the beautiful thing is the more real it becomes in your mind, the more familiar you get to it. And we stay away from things that we're fearful of, but we start to do things that we're familiar with. And your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. So the more you imagined it, the more your subconscious mind can see this becoming real for you, and the easier it will be for you to take the actions that you need to take in order to attract that into your life. You'll stop resisting it, right? You'll stop repelling it, and you'll actually allow that to come into your life. So what I want you to do is I want you to journal out, how would your dream discovery call go? And then how would your dream mindset session go? So now that you've downloaded this, and you've planned out your mindset session, I want you to just take some time and journal it out and take some quiet time, sit in your favorite place to sit in your house and really, really think about how amazing that call is going to go, right? So think about what you would say, right? You've already written it down. You've already planned it out. Think about what you would say. Think about what the client would say. Have a vision of who this person is in your mind, right? Think about how they're so grateful that you've given them clarity on whatever it is that you coach. Maybe it's freedom, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's health, whatever it is. And start to think about what would they say, right? How would they react? How grateful would they be at the end of the call? Maybe hear them in your mind saying like, how can I work with you again? How can I sign up for a long-term coaching package with you? And see in your mind's eye, you know, the PayPal notification or the Stripe notification when you get that deposit from the client. And so think about this over and over and over again. And the best times to think about these things, your subconscious mind is the most open to what you feed it outside of hypnosis, because hypnosis is super powerful, but it's most open to what you feed it right before you go to bed and first thing when you wake up in the morning. So first thing when you wake up in the morning, start to visualize that incredible coaching call that you're having. And then right before you go to bed, start to dream about it. Think about your specific goal. Think about how you're going to live your life. Think about who you're going to be to embody the type of person who attracts those amazing things into your life. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful for you. If you are an aspiring coach, personal development influencer, spiritual teacher, and you want to essentially get paid to be you and attract abundance for helping people create clarity and freedom and happiness in their life, then definitely go grab this workbook. Again, you can get it at yessupply.co/mindset session plan. And when you go download it and go through it, come back to this video, comment below, let me know that you worked through it. Let me know what kind of mindset session you're going to run. Nothing brings me more joy than seeing good people go out there and help other people and also get rewarded well for doing it. So I love you so much. Hey, Troy, I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And I'm super excited to see your results from creating your plan for a successful session and visualizing it and manifesting it into your reality. Okay, so I'll see you guys soon.